you for coming to this beautiful event today. We really, it's all of you who make this event what it is, and we really appreciate you joining us today. So my name is Emily Shea. I'm the Elderly Commissioner for the City of Boston. I work for Mayor Walsh and for Chief Marty Martinez, who's in the back of the room here. So I just wanted to get us started with a few items, and then I'm gonna to ask the mayor to come up. So first of all, I want to thank the Four Seasons for hosting us today. They have such a beautiful space and such amazing staff, and we're really, really grateful to them for all of the support that they provide to this event. We have lots of other folks to thank as well. I want to thank my team at the Elderly Commission and Lily May, who I think is in here somewhere from the Chinese Golden Age Center, who was doing a lot of translation for us earlier. We have our fabulous band, so thank you to the band. And also to Dan Chen, who's going to be doing some translation later. So an event like this is really to celebrate love and partnership. And you all are so inspiring, having been together for so many years. I think there's a lot of us in this room who look up to you and are really, really, you should be proud of what you've accomplished and of your lives together. So we have many, many things to celebrate this year. So for example, this is our 40th anniversary of doing our Golden Anniversary. So this is the 40th year we've held this event. So we feel like we're celebrating our anniversary as well with you here today. And one of the main reasons we're celebrating is for all of you and your lasting relationships. We want to thank you for choosing Boston as your home. Either you were born here or you moved here, and you are what makes our city what it is. So thank you for that. We're really grateful that you continue to live in our city and continue to contribute to us. And thank you for allowing us to be part of this special milestone for you. Now, I'd like to introduce our mayor, Mayor Martin Walsh. He is a man who has been so committed to making sure that everybody in this city is able to live well and to thrive in our city. Older adults, younger folks, and everybody in between. Before I bring the mayor up, I forgot to have Dan Chen translate, so I'm going to have her do that, and then we'll bring the mayor up.
刚刚我现在在这边做一下普通话的翻译。刚刚讲话的是我们市里的老人局局长，叫 Emily Shea。然后他今天在这边就很想感谢，首先四季酒店给大家提供这么好的一个场地，然后也想感谢各位在今天这么冷的天气里面拨冗前往，然后来和我们一起庆祝你们的金婚纪念。然后今天在这边呢，我们就很想感谢你们选择波士顿作为你们的家，不管你们是在这边出生还是后来搬过来，都感谢你们为波士顿带来的活力。然后也想感谢中华旗英会的丽丽今天在这边帮我们做了这么多活动。然后还有Emily Shea， 还想感谢他自己的老板，我们的 Chief Marty Martinez 是人力和资源部的一个主管，然后他今天也在这边来，然后就想在这边感谢大家今天前往这边，然后接下来是波士顿市政府的市长Marty Walsh， 然后给大家来讲话，谢谢大家。
Wonderful. So please join me in a warm welcome for Mayor Walsh.
Thank you, Emily. Let me just, first of all, I want to thank Emily Shea and the Elderly Commission, all the incredible staff of her office that do incredible things. And I was walking around and somebody grabbed me about making sure that we have plenty of events for all of our older Bostonians, and I want to thank all of you for being here today, and I want to thank Emily. I also want to thank Marty Martinez, who is the Chief of Health and Human Services for the City of Boston. Thank you, Marty, for being with us today. I was laughing. Some of us wouldn't probably be allowed in the Four Seasons 50 years ago, so it's great to be here today. I hope you enjoy the ham sandwiches that you're coming out and the potato salad that we're going to have for you in a little while. I'm kidding. It's going to be a pretty good meal, I think. So I want to thank Four Seasons. I want to thank the Bo Winokur Band, who has been doing this event for as long as I've been mayor of the city, and I want to thank all of you guys. 40 years ago. Thank you for that. I just want to say one important thing before I congratulate all the couples, I want all the guys to look at your date. I want all the guys in the room to look at your date. And just realize, if you want to last the next 50 years, you better listen to that woman. All right? So no matter what she says, you listen to. All right? But I want to congratulate all the couples who are celebrating 50 years of marriage. We have 75 couples today in this room. The amount of marriage in this room is 3,700 years. And you think about in the city, and that's incredible. This is a special tradition in our city. It's great to hear the stories. I know that the Bo Winokur Band, some people in this room had the original band play at your wedding. You've been in a city that's changed over the last 50 years in an incredible way. And I want to thank you for adding to this city and the great city that we have in Boston. It's because of some of the challenges that you've had. There's immigrants in this room. There are people that grew up in almost every neighborhood in this room. I want to thank you for your commitment to the city of Boston. Most of you have chosen to live in the city of Boston, and we see the benefit of that today. I've been the mayor for 5 years now, and it's an incredible opportunity to be the mayor of Boston. And when you think back on where we are today as a city, and you look back on the history of our city, it wasn't always as it is today. There was challenges that we faced, and many of you in this room served our country, and I want to thank the veterans in this room for serving our country. I want to thank your spouses in this room for standing by you if you were together during the time of service in this country. But all of the freedoms that we have today is because of our veterans. I want to thank a lot of you in this room because you carry on traditions. My parents are from Ireland. You know, in our house we have the traditions that they had in Ireland, and I know that the celebration of our city is those traditions from the different cultures that we have living in Boston. And that's important to do that, and I want you to continue to instill that on your children and your grandchildren, not to forget their culture, because we are a city of diverse backgrounds. We want to make sure we do that. You teach and inspire the next generation. Some of you in this room are volunteers. You volunteer in the city. Some of you are school teachers, and some of you are gardeners, and some of you are activists, and some of you still do that. Thank you for what you do in the city of Boston, because people are still learning from what you do. And many of you have given back in special ways, and I want to thank you for giving back to the city of Boston, and thank you for all that you've added and contributed to this great city that we have today. I'm going to have Denshin come up and say a couple words and translate what I said a little bit, and then I'm going to come back and do a toast. Is that all right? All right. Okay.
在这边，市长就首先很想感谢大家今天前来，然后感谢四季酒店为大家提供这个场地。他同时还想介绍，在我们身后这个乐团，他们40年前就为这场活动表演过，然后今天他们又到了这边，所以今天他们在这边也给我们做了很大的努力。然后市长想感谢，首先想恭喜大家金婚愉快。然后在这边，我们今天有75对。这个结婚的人，然后如果加起来的话，每人50年，我们在这边有3700年的这个结婚的日子在今天，然后所以就是一个很好的庆祝，对。然后今天也是我们市政府第40次举办这样一个活动，所以今天对大家来说都是一个很好、很美好、值得庆祝的日子。然后其次呢，市长想感谢大家，不管你曾经是园丁、是教师，还是你是退伍军人，不管你曾经做什么职业，都想感谢你对波士顿做出的贡献，对这个国家做出的贡献。同时也想感谢你们选择波士顿作为你们的家。然后所以今天很欢迎你们前来。然后在我翻译完这段话之后呢，市长会再回来，然后跟大家一起举杯庆祝，然后希望大家到时候举起你的酒杯。
Now, we get the honor of doing a toast, and then after we do a toast, we're going to cut the cake, but we're going to do the toast first. So I'd like to ask all of you to raise your glasses. We took the alcohol out of it for you, so don't worry about that right now. And I want to congratulate everyone on 50 years of love and commitment, and here's to 50 more. Cheers.
Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole